I don't know about you, but I personally think this is the best I've ever looked. Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Madison-Paige and let's just jump into the video. So for today's video, I am going to attempt to become Twitter famous. There's not as many videos on this as there are on becoming Instagram famous. In fact, I couldn't find any videos on this, so I guess I'm original? I don't know. So yeah, because there aren't any videos, I had to look up tips on how to become Twitter famous, and I turned to the most reliable source of how-tos, WikiHow. So WikiHow has 9 steps to becoming Twitter famous. So let's just go over them. Step 1, tweet like a famous blogger. I kind of already do that, like in the sense of I tweet as if people are reading it. A lot of my tweets at the moment are to do with my YouTube channel because I just hit 400 subs, so thank you everybody. And I'm a little excited. So that's what most of my tweets have been about lately. Step 2, follow like a spammer. Basically it says to follow like 100 to 200 people, wait for them to follow you back, and then unfollow the ones that you're not interested in. I'm not super keen on like following then unfollowing people because I feel like that's kind of a dick move. So I already started this. I've been following people that I'm genuinely interested in and like I genuinely have stuff in common with. So people from New Zealand, well, New Zealand YouTubers, small YouTubers, YouTubers who do the sort of content that I do, LGBT advocates, mental health advocates, disability advocates, and people in Hufflepuff. Because I'm a Hufflepuff. So yeah, I've been doing that. I went from having 68 followers to having 105 followers, so it's already working. Step 3, keep your followers coming back for more. I guess it's like just be interesting. It also says don't use automatic DM services because those are annoying, and I know firsthand that they're annoying because I've had like, I already had to unfollow a couple of like the small YouTubers who have been using like automatic DM services to DM me every time they upload a video, and that's just annoying. Step 4, ask questions. I've done that a couple times. Last night I asked if anybody else's ex kind of just sucks a little bit, and then I proceeded to have the funniest Twitter interaction that I've ever had. Step 5, tweet often but not too often. I'm struggling with this one because because I have just come from having only 67 followers, I didn't really go on Twitter before. Because I didn't really feel like anybody gave a shit. But now that I have a few more followers, things have gotten a little crazy, and I keep just tweeting, like going on Twitter sprees. So I need to get better at that one. Use a Twitter client. A client can help sort the updates that you see by user, blah blah blah. I guess that's what I'm doing today. Be funny. Self-sarcasm is very catchy too. Self-sarcasm is where I soar. Gather followers from other social networks. That's the thing. I don't have a lot of followers on my other social networks. I can probably gather them from Instagram now that I've grown on there from my previous video. I'll have a card linking to that somewhere here. Participate. Look in the hashtags and like participate in those. I've been doing that quite a bit. The number one at the moment is God is a Woman, the title of Ariana Grande's new song, new album, both. I don't know. I haven't participated on that yet because I don't have any pressing thoughts. So those are the 9 steps. I guess for today, day 1, I am just going to keep, tweeting as if people are interested. I'll follow a few hundred people, and then I'll take a look at this Twitter client thing. Okay, so I have just started using TweetDeck. It is one of those Twitter clients that WikiHow suggested. When did that happen? So basically I've got 5 columns here, This is just home, which is like the normal Twitter layout, like what you would see if you went on Twitter. My notifications, my messages, my activity. This is only people that I follow. I can't quite figure that out. Maybe it's sorted by people that I follow. Because right now this is all one person. Jesus. She's really into Eva. And then these are my followers. This is an extra column that I added. I still haven't quite figured out how it's supposed to help me get Twitter famous just yet. But I mean, I guess ew. But I guess I have it now, so I will figure that out. Okay, so I am just waiting for my hair to touch up, and so I have half an hour to kill, and I thought, whilst I'm waiting, I will follow a whole bunch of people on Twitter and see what happens. Okay, so the time has just gone off for me to wash out this. I didn't manage to follow 100 people, but I followed over 50 people, so yeah. Okay, so just a quick update. Since my shower, I have finished following 100 people. I realised that while me trying to follow people that I was like actually interested in with a nice sentiment, it kind of was taking too long and wasn't following, you know, the tip, which was follow like a spammer. So I kind of just ended up like looking up like small YouTuber, LGBT, whatever, and just sort of like followed everyone that came up. I also posted a few tweets. I spread them out, so I'm doing okay with the tweet often, but not too often. I followed tip number 9, participate, contributed to a hashtag that was going around. Hashtag we all have that one friend. I said, hashtag we all have that one friend who likes all our shit but won't answer a damn message to save their life. You know who you are. I also just now asked a question. As a queer person, do you ever wish you had the chance to come out for the first time again? That's something I've been thinking about a lot. I made a video about my coming out, so you will see that up here. I think that's where they come up, the card thingies. If you want to go check that out. But basically my coming out was really simple, and I've just been like spam watching other people's coming out videos. And they've been all like really cute or really like fun. Like Elmer's wrapping her house in like rainbow wrapping paper. That was pretty dope. And I sometimes wish I'd done something like that. But yeah, I also tweeted the same post that I just made on Instagram, which was just a photo that I took today, and a little message saying thanks everyone for your support for the video that I posted yesterday. By the time this goes up, it would have been up for a while, but it's my explaining my scars video, which as I'm filming this today, it went up yesterday, and that's gotten a few likes as it stands. Today, at the end of day 1, I have 106 followers, and my grade on Social Blade is a C-. Hey everybody, welcome to day 2 of trying to become Twitter famous. Today I am just going to follow another 100 people, posted a few tweets. Yeah, that's about it. Trying to become Twitter famous seems to be a lot easier, like a lot less work than trying to become Instagram famous. Still don't know if it'll work, but we'll see. Okay, so I just finished following 100 people. I didn't film it this time because it takes too long and takes up a whole bunch of space on my camera and on my computer. But I started off following 200 people, 209. and now follow 309. A few people have already started following back. I finished yesterday with 106 followers and now I have 100 and something. Haven't made any tweets yet though. Okay, nightly update for day 2. I've tweeted a few times today and I've also replied to a few tweets today, and that's been getting me a bit of attention, just like participating in other people's conversations and stuff. Okay, so the first tweet I made today was finally getting around to filming my Q&A this week. Anybody have any last minute questions? I will ask. Please no more questions relating to YouTube, as I have so many of those questions and a lot of people who ask me YouTube questions are asking the same ones. Yeah, I am still gathering questions for my Q&A. I'll be filming it after I've finished filming this video, so in between this going up and me filming it, feel free to ask some questions in the comments below. The second tweet I made that day was, I just sent at Jar Crystal, that's Jane, follow her shit will be down below. I just sent at Jar Crystal a message asking if I should get laser hair removal, and I'm really amused thinking about the fact that if she opens her messages up around her boyfriend, that'll be the first one that they see. So Jana is meeting her boyfriend for the first time today. Exciting. And I do this thing, like I've always done it, where if she just sort of like, if we're having a conversation and then she randomly stops talking to me, I'll just start sending her really random messages. It's kind of like a game to see which one will get her to reply, and it's really funny. I sent her that message before I realised that she was going to pick up her boyfriend. But yeah, that was the second tweet I made today. And then I did, those were an hour apart. And then a few hours later, I did a Twitter thread story about a ghost experience that I've had. That's way too many tweets to screenshot, so if you want to go check that out, follow me on Twitter. And yeah, I did that. That was a few tweets long, and then that actually cost me a follower. So my next tweet after that was, oh no, my ghost story cost me a follower, I'm so sad. Hashtag sarcasm, hashtag respect the ghosties. A lot of the hashtags at the moment have been World Cup related, and I don't care. So I've been trying to create my own hashtags, and it's been really amusing. I doubt they'll get used, but it's really funny. My next tweet, which it's always the late afternoon where I start tweeting way too much because I get bored, and so I'll just post because I feel like it. And so my next tweet, which was basically like right after the ghost story and the losing a follower, was participating in one of the popular hashtags, which was hashtag what my phone says behind my back. Stop tweeting / Instagramming like you're famous, you're literally a nobody, no one cares. That's sort of just me poking fun at myself because it's what I'm doing at the moment. And then I retweeted a few things and replied to a few things. As it stands today, like right now, at the end of day 2, I have 125 followers, and my grade is still a C-. Good morning everybody, welcome to day 3, take 2. I recorded an entire day's worth of footage yesterday, but somehow managed to delete it all, so day 3 all over again. Today I am, again, following 100 people, tweeting shit, promoting my Twitter account on social media again. I think I might do Facebook and Tumblr this time, and yeah, I have another video I need to film today, so I'll be doing that in between, but I'll keep you updated. Something else I want to work on today is trying to be funny. That was a tip, and I'm funny when I don't mean to be, but like when I actually try to be funny, I'm kind of just a dick. So yeah, okay, so I just finished following 100 people, and I also posted my first tweet. One of the big hashtags this morning is hashtag things I could work on, and I said, maybe being less of a bitch. Ha, jokes, you thought losers. By the way, I'm not actually a bitch in real life, mostly. It's just a persona I put on because I'm a very insecure person, and that's something I could work on. I don't actually know why. I just wanted to contribute. I wanted to feel like part of a community. I'm in a very weird mood today, so day 3 might be a bit strange. Hey guys, sorry it's taken so long to update. My day turned out to be a lot busier than expected. Here we go. So I have tweeted 9 times today, not including replies and retweets. I already told you about the first tweet that I made today. The second one I made 2 hours after that was, I'm so weird today. 1 second I will be cracking a joke and the next I will be word vomiting some emotional 6-paragraph in a monologue. Maybe I shouldn't have stopped therapy. That was half a joke, half real. I've never actually been to therapy, just had counselling. Okay, so I haven't been talking about retweets and replies, but I just wanted to talk about this one. There was a Twitter thread going around that somehow ended up on my feed because someone retweeted it, quote retweeted and commented something like calling them out for being a dick, really. Their tweet says something along the lines of, y'all are gonna hate me for this, but if you have been abused, raped, and had any sort of torture in your life, it was meant to happen for a reason, blah blah blah. I quote tweeted it and replied, come tell me to my face that my assault happened for a reason, see how fast you hit the floor. I'm not a violent person, but honestly, in an hour after I did that, I was heading out and I tweeted, to buy the Pringles or to not buy the Pringles, that is the question. Do I care about my weight today? Do I care about my weight ever? Those are more questions. Answers. Buy the Pringles, fuck my weight, I look fabulous and I'm hungry. And then I did a gif from Two Broke Girls. 2 hours after that, I posted a photo that I haven't yet posted on Instagram of the outfit that I was wearing yesterday on what was supposed to be day 3. I had a photo shoot yesterday and I looked pretty cute, and yeah, I posted a photo of my outfit and said, my outfit for yesterday's shoot was described as something between an Instagram model and Mrs. Steal Your Mans. The fact that it was described as that by me means nothing, and we're just going to ignore that. The next thing I tweeted 3 hours after that was, my entire house smells like boil up, and then I explained what boil up was for people who aren't from New Zealand or are Māori. And it's probably the greatest thing to happen to me in the last few days. It's been a slow week. Like 5 minutes after that, I wrote a tweet saying I was going to tag my last tweet with hashtag Kiwi Kids, and now I have the song stuck in my head, so here you go. And then I linked the Kiwi Kids song, which if you haven't heard it, you should. If you're from New Zealand, then you probably sang it in primary school. Maybe 15 minutes after that, I've already said I go a little bit crazy in the afternoons. But about 15 minutes after that, I said, if you've ever wanted to know what kind of person I am, the girl who ruined my life started following me on Instagram, and I posted a photo of me looking bomb with the caption, I see you bitch, happy creepin'. I did that. I've deleted it since then. That was a while ago now. And then about 50 minutes ago, I tweeted, because I follow a lot of people who blog, but I tweeted, I used to write a blog. It was literally a diary of my life. I talked about my disabilities, my first Pride Parade, my dad's death, etc. The site that I used to write on shut down and I lost everything. I'm still mad about it. If you remember my blog, yeah, I was writing on it for about as long as I've been running this channel. It shut down sometime last year, and they did have a link to download all of your content, and I did download it, but obviously between now and then I've deleted it or it's on my other computer. Either way, I don't currently have access to it, and I'm really mad. 30 minutes ago, Ollie's really into Shrek at the moment. So I tweeted, I think the greatest tragedy of the Shrek franchise is that we never got to see what Donkey turned into after... what Dragon turned into after Donkey drank the potion that made him and his love beautiful in Shrek 2. As it stands right now, I have 174 followers, and I haven't checked my grade on Social Blade, but I imagine it's still a C-. Good morning everybody, welcome to day 4 of trying to become Twitter famous. Today's pretty much just going to be the same as usual. To save time, I have already followed 100 people. So I now have 625 following. I'm following 625 people. Most of whom I think are really cool, and so I'm probably not going to unfollow them after this video is done. I'm going to tweet some more, and I'm done promoting. I've officially promoted myself on every social media app and website that I have, so no more promoting, just tweeting and following. I kind of feel like this video is going to be really boring, because I'm just doing the same shit every day. Unlike the trying to become Instagram famous for a week, like, there's not really much to film or show you guys, so yeah, I don't know how interesting this video is going to be. I also am starting to think that this video will be a total fail anyway. I have one more day to go after this, but yeah, I feel like Twitter fame is not something that can be acquired over a week. Twitter growth, definitely. Twitter fame, no, unless you post a really funny tweet that goes viral, which again, I've said I'm not great at being funny. So, yeah, I don't think that's going to be happening for me. But I'll see how today goes, and I'll see how tomorrow goes, and yeah. I've already made 3 tweets this morning. The first one was first thing this morning, promoting my new video. Instagram followers pick my makeup. If you haven't already watched that, go watch it. That was the video that I filmed yesterday. And then it's National Tattoo Day, so I said that I posted a photo of my tattoos and said, the day that makes me curse my bank account for not allowing me to get all the tattoos I want immediately. I need more. Hashtag National Tattoo Day. 18 minutes ago, I said, does anybody else have a song that they self-harm to? Like how people have songs that they have sex to, did anybody have a song they self-harm to? Because I used to have one when I self-harmed, and now I can't listen to that song anymore. It's a shame, because it was a really good song. So some of you know that I used to self-harm. I used to cut, like most people do. But I also used to do this drumming thing, where I would just drum my hands really hard on any hard or rough surface. Until my hands and my knuckles and stuff were like bloody and raw and sore and gross. And I used to do it to the song Sweater Weather, but like the Kurt Schneider, Alison Stoner cover of it. I really like that song, and now I can't listen to it anymore because I keep remembering the hard times. But yeah, those were my 3 tweets from this morning, and I will update you guys later. My neighbour has literally just started mowing the lawns as I hit record. But I thought I would take this moment to give you guys an update. I hate you. I've tweeted a few times today. So far it's 3 in the afternoon. So the last tweet that I did was, the one about self-harming. So about an hour after that I tweeted, I'm going to be moving all of my covers from now on over to IGTV. So if you're not already following me on Instagram, make sure you go do that. I'm working on a request that I got like 6 months ago, so if you have a request or are waiting on a request, don't worry, it's coming eventually. So yeah, if you follow me on Instagram, make sure that you stay tuned, because I will be posting covers again. I don't know, I just want to post covers on IGTV, but like I want them to be less dramatic. Like I put so much effort into my covers on YouTube, but I feel like for IGTV I want to go like a different route. A few minutes after that I tweeted, oh my god, my phone is usually on silent and I totally forgot that I set the Kim Possible beeper noise as my text tone. So when my phone went off just now, I 1, shit my pants because my phone made noise, and 2, died laughing because I'm fucking Kim Possible. Hashtag what's the search, again trying to make my own hashtags, again failing, but you know, I will persevere, prevail. A word starting with P. Then I tweeted out that I miss dancing. I haven't danced in 7 years, if I'm going to be honest. I haven't even tried. Since the surgery, my body moves so awkwardly and I get really insecure. Even if I tried to teach myself how to dance again, it wouldn't be the same, but I still really miss it. I took ballet lessons when I was really young, And since then, I've classed myself as a dancer because I'm technically trained. But what I mean by, like, dancing, I mean throughout most of my, I guess, preteens, like childhood, because I had my surgery when I was 14. So throughout that time of my life, I taught myself hip-hop and ballet and contemporary dancing, and like even now I can still like see in my head the moves that I want to do when listening to a song and trying to choreograph a routine. I just physically can't do them anymore. So yeah, that's what I mean when I say I miss dancing. 11 minutes ago, so just before I started recording, while I'm often praised for how open I am in my Real Moments videos, I've just reorganized my YouTube channel. Everything is now organized into a playlist. It's a lot more organized and you guys can see it better. But my Real Moments playlist has my coming out video, my video where I talk about my sexual assault, my video where I talk about my scars. I don't know, it has another video. There are 4 videos in it and I can't remember what the 4th one is. Anyway, I'm often praised for how open I am in my Real Moments videos. I do have moments though. Ooh. I do have moments though where I sit and think about all the people on the other side of the world that know almost everything about me. Thanks for sharing some of the most intimate moments of my life. So that's everything I've tweeted today, not including replies and retweets. And I will see you guys this evening for another update. Hey guys, so I am back for a nightly update. So I haven't actually tweeted all that much the rest of the day. The next tweet that I made after my Real Moments tweet was, I just went from a thread full of children to a thread full of elderly. Who the fuck am I following on Twitter? I was browsing Twitter and I somehow ended up in a thread full of kids. And I knew that they were kids because the thread was literally like, how old are you? I'm 15. And then all the comments were, I'm 13, I'm 12, I'm 14, I'm 15. And then the next thread that I ended up on was like a group of adults asking what slang means. The next tweet after that, I realised something terrible the other day. I'm still pretty shit at parking, but all the disability spots are at the front of stores. So if I ever go out anywhere, everyone who enters, exits, or is just near the front of the store will see my shitty parking. I have that realisation at least once a day. An hour after that, I promoted my Curious Cat account, which if you're from New Zealand, it's kind of like an Ask FM account. Basically, you can ask people anything. It can be anonymous. You can put your name on it. And after that, it is World Emoji Day, so I wrote my my bio and emojis with the hashtag World Emoji Day. And then an hour after that, I posted the same photo that I have on Instagram from a while ago about my deep Q&A that I was supposed to film 2 years ago, in the hopes that I'll get some more hard-hitting personal questions for my Q&A that I am putting up this week. I promise. It'll go up after this video. And then after that, I went on a miniature rant about my ethnicity, which is in a series of replies and retweets. So if you want to go look at that, again, follow me on Twitter. My links are down below. And then the last tweet that I made before uploading this, I was waiting to hit 200 followers before I made this thingy. Because I wanted to say, and as of now I have 200 followers. And the last tweet that I made, which was still 48 minutes ago, was I hit 200 followers, then immediately lost 2 followers. Not that it matters, but come on, man. I added that last part because I don't want people to think it's I'm all about the followers, which I mean usually I'm not, but for the sake of this video I kind of am. But right now, as it stands, I have 201 followers, so yay. And my grade is still a C-. Good morning guys, and welcome to the 5th and final day of trying to become Twitter famous. I have already followed 100 people this morning. I've gotten into the habit of following them first thing in the morning, so that it's just done. I'm really glad that after today, this video is finished, because I'm really getting tired of having to follow 100 people every day. It's a lot of work, and it's really annoying, so I'm pretty pleased that that part's over. I've tweeted exactly once today, not including, you know, retweets and replies, and I said I need to find someone to come to Macca's with me when I'm ordering food for my mukbang. Spoiler alert. So I don't look like a crazy person for ordering my weight in food. Yeah. Hey guys, so it is currently 3 p.m-ish, and I thought I'd give you guys a little update. Okay, so I tweeted a few times today. The last tweet I told you about was the Macca's related one. 2 hours after that, I tweeted, like this if you were eating in your videos and on your channel before it became a thing. Like there are entire channels dedicated to mukbangs. Mukbangs? I think that's technically how you're supposed to pronounce it, but everyone says mukbangs. Whatever. A little while after that, I tweeted, there was a hashtag going around, hashtag has been great, but... And I said, being your fullback girl has been great, but y'all gonna have to get your booty call somewhere else from now on. My typing talking and my real life talking is like really different, but like my typing talking is my inner monologue. And I don't know if I've told you guys this before, but my inner monologue has an American accent for some unknown reason. And I don't. So, when my typing, talking is like in an American accent, I sound really weird saying it out loud. And then an hour after that, I did a big Twitter thread-ish about the Logan Jake Paul press conference situation. If you want to see that, go follow my Twitter. An hour ago, I said, I followed a whole bunch of really good looking LGBTQ plus women recently, thanks to hashtag Karen Queer. And can I just ask, where are you in real life? And then I tweeted, I think the most annoying thing about living in New Zealand is all of my internet friends are asleep while I'm awake and vice versa. On the plus side, it means my notifications blow up while I'm asleep, meaning I get to wake up and pretend I'm popular. I just posted another thread about my fear of spiders and a situation that happened regarding spiders while I lived alone last year. And so that is everything. I'm gonna end today here because I've been editing the footage as I go, and it currently stands at like 40 minutes, not including today's footage. So I'm gonna end today here just so that I don't have a whole bunch more footage to add to the video, and also so that I can spend the rest of the afternoon and maybe evening editing the video down to a watchable time. So yeah, let's roll on to the final thoughts. Okay, so as it stands, I have 230 followers. I'm just assuming that my grade is still a C-. But yeah, my final thoughts on this whole thing. I kind of touched on it yesterday, but I don't think these tips work for immediate like Twitter fame. I don't think Twitter fame is something that can be gained in a week. Twitter growth, definitely. Twitter fame, no. People can achieve Twitter fame overnight if they're super funny, which I'm not. So yeah, I kind of went into this not thinking it was going to work for me, but thought it would be a funny sort of idea anyway. My stats for the days as a whole, technically I started this off camera, but technically when I first had the idea and when I started doing some of these tips, I had 67. Are you having an allergic reaction to something? When I actively started doing this on camera, I had 106 followers, and yeah, I've been steadily growing. So day 1 I had 106 followers, day 2 I had 126 followers, day 3 I had 174 followers, day 4 I had 201 followers, and day 5 I had 230 followers. So yeah, I think these tips were good for like steady growth. I'm definitely going to keep some of them, same as my Instagram video. I'm definitely going to hang on to some of those tips and keep using them. Like, I'm definitely going to tweet more than I used to. I'm definitely going to try and participate in conversations and stuff more than I used to. I'm definitely not going to be following 100 people every day, but I am going to be following more people. Just like, if I see someone that I think I might find interesting, follow them. Because like, the more you follow, the more people follow you. It's just basic maths, I guess. That was trying to become Twitter famous for a week. I'm not sure I'd call it like a fail, but like, it's kind of a fail. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a big thumbs up. Comment down below, I'm a hoe, if you follow me on Twitter. Not because you're actually a hoe if you follow me on Twitter, but because hoe, H-O, are the first two letters of both of my last names, and I find that somewhat amusing. If you're not already, make sure that you subscribe to me, tap the bell notification thingy to be notified every time I post, and I will see you next time. Bye!